Look, I said I was on Catherine's side, but this is really pushing me. Kind of prefer Zool's stupid shit to this. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we're back with another episode of Voltace 5. Last time we watched episodes 21 and 22. As, of course, typically we record two of these back to back. That's why every other episode is a notes and board thing. Which, speaking of which, we do have a board. And with the board comes a board change log. Again, not much to go over here because not much changes. Marked Zool as dead because he died in episode 22. I have also put a question mark, or I put a question mark back on Professor Go's status because he used to be question mark before when he was missing, and now he's missing again. Absentee father, Professor Go. And yeah, that's basically it. Because again, no real change. I guess I could have, I did not investigate. Let me do this real quick. While we're here. I don't think it's the case, but I will quickly double check. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Sorry, you don't even know what I'm investigating, but I'm just checking real quick. Yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure that Robot Professor Sakunji didn't have a credit, because that was the only character I thought could have been added in the last couple of episodes that I may have added to the board. But in behind the voice actors, Robo Sakuji does not get any credits, so clearly not important. That said, though, we also do have notes. Granted, not that many notes because I don't have that many notes about the Zool's betrayal episode. I'm not gonna do a teardown of everything wrong with the start of episode 21, considering that it's all fake. I think everything I said during my reaction to it still applies, especially since I didn't know that it was fake at the time. Just know that on a second viewing, I thought all of the same thoughts again. Doing a fake breakout wasn't a terrible idea on Zool's part, as there might have been some valuable intel he could have gotten from it. Going directly to let's make a second Voltace machine was likely where the whole thing fell down. I will say that Professor Go got real suspicious real fast. Conceivably, any number of his questions could have been answered by the fact that the Voltace team have been fighting for all of this time and gained experience in things he wouldn't have expected. Like when he questions how they can pilot a Bosnian saucer so easily. I mean, think back a couple of episodes where Professor Go was riding in a Bosnian saucer himself. Who's to say what experience they may have gotten? The most damning thing about this episode is when Zool goes over the fact that the fake Voltace team has all the same physical traits, thought patterns, and speech patterns of the original, right down to thinking that they are the real things. As I said during the reaction, that sets up so much interesting future possibilities. The first that came to mind was how Sakunji wanted a robot team to begin with. Imagine what might have happened if those guys had escaped with Professor Go and we did make a second Voltace unit where Sakunji could lead the way he wanted to. This could have been the turning point of the entire show. Instead, we just don't explore that angle at all and go straight to Professor Go shot them in the head. Meaning their last thoughts were Dad shot me in the head. Zool was concerned that if they drove the real Voltace team away from their search of the island, that Heinel might discover his old secret base. But when we pan back to the Voltace team that's had unhindered access to search the location, they've not found anything, making me think that Zool's fear of his old base being found was fairly unlikely. Professor Go's acknowledgement that he didn't build in any form of escape for the Voltace machine because he did not want to encourage running away from the machine he built for his own children to fight in. I don't know, guys. I keep thinking he's a bit of a bad dad. Despite how much they push the narrative that he loves his kids, stealing their childhoods away from them, preferring they die in battle rather than survive, shooting a robot version of your son that believes he's your son and laughing about it. Sometimes characters in this show really come off like dicks. It's going to be a wonder how they bring Professor Go back from this. I mean, I anticipate some real soap opera level shit. Body never found, lost at sea, comes back with amnesia sort of stuff. In the panning shot of Zool's private room where he is planning to take down Heinel, he has a portrait on the wall of Heinel. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But then again, Heinel has a portrait of the Emperor in his room, and the Emperor is plotting his demise, so I know it's not the same thing, but it's in the same boat for me. Sometimes I wonder about the staff at Big Falcon. It's an old man that needs our help. No, that's the Bosnian General Zool. So, they know what Zool looks like and can point him out of a lineup, but confused him for some random old man at first sight. And my last note here, I don't have much to say about Zool's death episode. It was what it was. Fairly straightforward. The only other nitpick I have, other than the guard thing I said before, is with the Bosnian guards, ironically. They line the entire chamber, 360 degrees, all have guns pointed at Ipe. But then the couple of guards in front shoot Zool, and Ipe leaps into action. In front of 100 guards, all with weapons trained on him, and no one shoots. It's a bit ridiculous. As I said, though, that was my last note, which means there's not much left to do here, but to hop on into it.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
I'll say this. At the very least, the Voltace 5 theme song doesn't get any worse. By which I mean, it doesn't, I don't get tired of it the longer it goes on. Because, for one thing, the xylophone effect always plays out well. But every so often, I just, fall in love with a different verse of the song. I'm kind of, buying my time here until it comes on. It's right about now, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Voltace 5, we bet everything on you. I don't know. Something about that line I really love, especially with the background of it, doing the whole V thing. Sorry, push to talk hand. I can't do the V. I guess I'm doing some sort of N? This isn't, no? Maybe in a mirror it's an N. I'd probably say of the shows we're currently reacting to, I mean, it's easily in the top 5 opening songs. Opening things. It's like the added insult to injury of the horn breaking at the same time. Damn right. I've been on the Catherine side this whole time. Cool dog, though. Oh, that's right. I remember the next time on now. The dog that keeps getting bigger and larger. cool, but why were you hunting deer to begin with? Oh, you're saying Garrus is hungry like the wolf? Duran Duran joke. So why did you give him like an S&M collar thing? Real weird. Again, these are from the people who can feel love, as opposed to the rest of us. Okay, the island that Big Falcon is on has a lot of stray animals. Also, not super excited to watch dog fighting. Garrus comes down on lightning. Is that going to be the thing? Yeah, there we go. Just like the Terminator. How does this help anything? I feel like this is one of those things that like bad guys do to prove how bad they are. Or is just like a visual metaphor if it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Look, I said I was on Catherine's side, but this is really pushing me. Kind of prefer Zool's stupid shit to this. Come on, I don't need the sound effects to go with it. Well, I guess that's the way you get me to root against the cool-looking dog. Who the fuck came up with this episode? Yeah, because those two situations were... Okay, so we're gonna have Taco and a puppy. You know, like all wolves can do.
それでその子犬を連れてきたのか。お母さんは交通事故で死んじゃったのかな。
いやあ、紙くずがいくつもあったし、交通事故じゃなかと。すると何者かと戦って殺されたのか。古い傷もかなりあった
I
し。
think that's the same outfit Kenichi is wearing in the end credits when he's running towards his dad.
我が子を守るために戦ってきたのね。
Although, never mind, I think everybody's wearing the same outfits that they wear when they're not in Voltes 5 uniforms.
命に変えて。
God damn. Somebody was like, we haven't fucked the kids up enough yet. Let's flash back to all the horrible shit that's happened so far.
へえ、お兄ちゃんと西郷丼の共通点は体重だけだと思ってた。
Well, let's flash back to Hamaguchi while we're at it too, why not? So why did the cuffs break, but not the thing he was wearing, all the straps and everything?
じゃあ、こいつもお母さんの敵取りたいだろうね。取らせてやりたいな。あ、
敵が。行くぞ、よし。敵重視復元。ポイント108。多い35度で復元。
Also, what's Sakunji's way in on all of this? Given that Sakunji took everything out of their rooms that would be any sort of distraction from training. Instantly lets them bring a puppy in. It'd be nice if every once in a while their non-vaulted together shots did something to anything. To be fair, it's probably an effective way to go after it. Shove something down its throat, make it gag. Oh, that's right, it's a beast fighter now. It's like, when did it get like a thing in its throat? So, we've seen it go super fast, right? Is it just sitting there watching them do this? We already covered from the general watching it on the screen that this happens in real time. So legit, Garrus is just sitting there in literal time as this happens. It's not even like that time where they were going super fast to make sure the other thing didn't catch up with them. They were just in the air. Other little minor nitpick. Why is it Kenichi is the only one that shouts that? Shouldn't they all shout that as a group? That is pretty funny. It is the Ant-Man attack. You probably could put together a compilation of where attacks happen to the Voltes 5, and when the attacks show up in the cockpits of the people in it. to indicate exactly where each person is.
重視が消えた。どこだ。なぜ重視が消える。どこから攻撃してくるんだ。
It feels like every time we get one over on the Voltes 5, the answer is just to go faster. Because remember the Rhino? Faster, more armor was the whole answer. Maybe attack it when it stops in midair to change sizes.
体の大きさを変えることができるのか。いかん、あのペースを崩さねば。よし、バリアを開いてビッグミサイルで重視を拡大しろ。照準セット。発射。
Oh, fucking stupid.
いかん、バリアを閉じろ。あの速さでは攻撃は不可能だ。
Fast enough to dodge missiles, not fast enough to break in before the barrier goes up. Like, you're just putting it together? It's the same looking thing.
バリアが破壊されました。
さすがはガルス。プリンスハイネル様、ご覧になっておられますか。
戦いぶりは見事だ。だが遊んでいないで早くとどめを刺せ。手の内を読まれて反撃されてからでは遅いぞ。
What, you didn't think the Voltes machine was destroyed, did you?
この重視は大小自在に変身できる。目くらましにかかるな。
So it's also the fact that it uses a cartoon sound effect every time it bounces back and forth.
振られてたまるか。今だ。 大きさは見かけ倒しか。手元に引き込んでしまえばこっちのものだ。捕まえてやる。
I mean, you could probably clap your hands together and destroy it when it's pretty small. Or bear hug, that also works.
ガルスの技を動きだけと見たか。所詮は地球人サルジエもそこまで。奥の手を見せておやり。
This is ironic, because we just got done watching Visions of Escaflowne, and I was literally just pointing out how lucky they are not to get stabbed in the cockpit.
メカより先に中の人間を蒸し焼きにする気か。グランドファイヤー。
I think they're exceedingly lucky that they're in the super robot genre. Because any amount of damage this thing takes, no matter how many stabs it gets in its body, none of its systems are ever impacted. Also, I guess they didn't repair the barrier any? Because there was only like a hole in the roof of it. So how'd the dog get out?
へ行く。ボルテス5にとどめを刺すのです。ボルテスに立ち直る隙を与えてはなりません。ガルス、ガルス、戻っておいで。
I guess at least they established this as a weakness of Garrus, is that he goes in for the fight.
勝手な真似はさせん。頭脳制御装置にはお前の生身の頭脳とて勝てるものか。お前の相手はボルテスのみ。ボルテスを倒すのです。ガトリングミサイル。
Again, it always beats me why they don't just go to the Sword of Heaven immediately. Also, the damage doesn't even last from scene to scene. It just clawed into his vision, and it had no effect. I thought he was about to get whipped by the tail. Oh, are we gonna do the thorn from the lion's paw sort of thing? Or is he going to activate it by biting it? So far, it seems like neither.
あの子犬が、子犬が急所に噛みついたので力が弱くなっている。今だ。
Why is it getting weaker? That's like neither of the two things I would have expected to happen.
今度はこっちの番だ。
Also, legitimately, he just felt like 20 stories to the ground. I do not expect that puppy to be alive. Fuck me.
いたか。行くぞ。円空間。
I mean, nothing survives the Sword of Heaven, even the regenerating amoeba, so... Ah, it's always fucking brutal.
「あいつのおかげで助かったね、お兄ちゃん。」
ああ、勇敢なやつだな。なあみんな、もしかしたらあの銃士はあいつの母さんを殺したやつじゃなかと。
そうよ。だからあんなに勇敢に立ち向かっていったんだわ。よかったな。あ、
Mission accomplished. Walk off into sunset.
敵は僕たちが取ってやったんだよ。
よせよ。あいつは親の仇は自分の手で打ちたかったのさ。
Was this a toy selling episode? No way. They wouldn't make an episode specifically for the kids that was like
自分の
this.
幸せは自分の手で掴んでこそ価値がある。それが本当の生き方ってもんさ。あ
I would love nothing more if it goes pick up a stick and comes back. Make Ippei full of crap.
俺たちの手で必ず平和を勝ち取ってみせるんだ。この俺たちの手で。
Well, I mean, at least this show comes with its own thumbnail. I don't know, man. Like, they went way too hard at the beginning. Like, in the category of episodes, this goes down with Mother Sacrifice, Hamaguchi dying. I guess technically you have to put Zul's death into that as well, in that it's like established character dies, or emotional resonance. I know there's not a lot of emotional resonance to Zul, but he's an established character. Gotta give him a point in the category. To then do I guess it's a wolf. I was going to call it an alien dog. Wolf kills wolf pack, leaves puppy alive. Puppy pulls a Conan the Barbarian. I mean, not really, but I feel like that's the feel I'm feeling. It's just very weird. Because, they even pull back a flashback of the mother sacrificing herself for this episode. It's not a feel-good episode.
突如ビッグファルコンを襲う隕石の群れに隠された狙いとは何か。超強化合金に包まれた鎧重視オコゼニアの攻撃にボルテス5の天空剣は跳ね返されてしまった。次回ボルテス5敵新将軍の挑戦状にご期待ください。
I heard the word Shogun. I guess fair enough. I did say, I don't know why you pull out the Sword of Heaven at the beginning every time, because it always wins, and then here, the episode right after I say that, they show it attacking a thing with the Sword of Heaven, and it doesn't work. I mean, at the same time, you should still pull out the Sword of Heaven first, because literally it is just a time saver at this point. That and all of your other weapons barely ever do anything. Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird put. I feel like off-put by this episode, mostly because of that beginning. Because again, it's like when every episode, a bad guy needs to express that they're a bad guy, and they do that by sexually assaulting somebody, right? It's like, yeah, it's not necessary. You can just tell us what your plan is, or do your plan. I don't need to establish you're a bad guy by doing something so reprehensible. I'm not more against you because of it. I'm more against the show that does that sort of thing. I'm not putting this on the same level, obviously, but this is just one of those, how do we know Catherine's bad? You know? Oh, she started a whole dogfighting thing with her, for no point. Because there was also no point. I need you to be more bloodthirsty before you go ahead and attack them, so do this other thing first. I don't know. Again, maybe I'm the asshole here who's just not getting the point, but for me, it's just not. I can't imagine most other shows doing this. And the payoff for it, I expected the dog to stay with them, right? To become like Daijiro's version of Taco. But not even that. Like, I assume that maybe sometime in the future this dog is going to reemerge from the woods as a grown adult dog and help them in some other way. Like maybe Heinel will attack the base, and out of nowhere, this thing comes with a pack of dogs to attack Heinel. I don't know. This episode will redeem itself in the future if it pays off. If something pays off from this. If this was a self-encapsulated episode, then I'm just off-put by it. That said, though, I don't have much more to add here. Maybe in my notes I'll have reconsidered all of this, and maybe I'll have something new to say there that isn't so derogatory towards the episode itself. So I'll just wait to see what happens then. Until then, though, I have been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?